Sultan Abdullah installed as 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong. People's shared prosperity basis of government's commitment. You're watching News on 2. Good evening. I'm Adrian Seed. Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah was today officially installed as the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong in a glorious ceremony in keeping with the splendor of the constitutional monarchy of Malaysia. The installation ceremony, attended by eminent guests, took place at the Balai Rong Seri, with Sultan Abdullah taking his oath of installation, marking the formal commencement of his tenure as the supreme head of the Federation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Beta Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah bersyukur kehadrat Allah SWT kerana dengan izinnya beta telah dipilih menjadi Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Dengan ini beta akan menjalankan seadil-adilnya pemerintahan bagi Malaysia mengikut undang-undang dan perlembagaan negara serta memelihara dengan sempurna setiap masa agama Islam dan berdiri teguh di atas pemerintahan yang adil dan aman dalam negara.
The Yang di-Pertuan Agong was then entrusted with the government keris, which he drew out, kissed and returned it to its scabbard and placed it on the table to his left before taking the oath as Malaysia's new king. Right after the oath, the Grand Chamberlain led the hall in proclaiming Daulat Tuanku 3 times. The national anthem was then played along with a royal 21-gun salute. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, representing the government and the Rakyat, then delivered his congratulatory message before Sultan Abdullah proceeded with his address to the people. Meanwhile, Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, in his maiden address as the newly installed Yang di-Pertuan Agong, called on the people to refrain from inciting misunderstanding by raising matters that can undermine and destroy harmony in the country.
Perpaduan dan keharmonian rakyat adalah merupakan tiang seri kekuatan negara. Nasihat beta, jangan sekali-kali kita mencetuskan api perselisihan dengan membangkitkan perkara yang boleh menggugat dan meruntuh keharmonian negara. Bermain dengan api bukan hanya membakar diri sendiri, malahan akan turut membakar seluruh kampung halaman.
His Majesty also stressed that the institution of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong is very important in the system of nationhood in Malaysia, which practices parliamentary democracy and constitutional monarchy, and that the institution is not a mere symbol. Recognizing this fact, His Majesty pledged to do his best to promote unity and tolerance amongst the people of all races and religions. Earlier, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad read out the instrument of proclamation of Sultan Abdullah as the Yang di-Pertuan Agong.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bahawa inilah dimasyhurkan kepada sekalian orang serta penduduk negara Malaysia, iaitu Duli Yang Maha Mulia Raja-Raja telah memilih ke bawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah sebagai Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong pada hari, waktu dan saat yang gilang gemilang ini. Maka Sri Paduka Baginda ditabalkan menaiki takhta kerajaan menjadi turus negara bagi Malaysia dengan bergelar ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong ke-16.
On another note, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir said a shared prosperity of the people is the basis of the commitment of the government led by Pakatan Harapan in designing programs and policies to make Malaysia a prosperous, dignified and independent nation. The Premier said this when delivering the address of congratulations and pledge of loyalty on behalf of the people at the installation of Sultan Abdullah as the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong at Istana Negara.
Walaupun kerajaan tuanku yang diterajui oleh Parti Pakatan Harapan ini baru saja memegang tampuk selama lebih sedikit daripada 1 tahun, namun Alhamdulillah ia telah menunjukkan komitmen yang tinggi dan berhasil dalam banyak perkara mengambil kira kedudukan keuangan negara yang diwarisi sebelumnya. Dalam hal ini, parti akan terus memastikan jentera kerajaan tuanku tidak berpeluk tubuh dan berpuas hati dengan pencapaian-pencapaian yang telah dicapai setakat ini. Usaha-usaha akan terus dilipat gandakan untuk mengembalikan Malaysia menjadi antara paksi ekonomi penting di Asia.
Tun Dr. Mahathir, representing all the people of the country, also expressed congratulations to Tunku Haja Aziza Amina Maimuna Iskandaria as the Raja Permaisuri Agong. The Prime Minister also recorded his gratitude to the Sultan of Kelantan, Sultan Muhammad V, for his reign as the 15th Yang di-Pertuan Agong until the 6th of January this year. The Premier further emphasized that attention will always be given to enhance the unity amongst the people and to strengthen these efforts. The Consultative Council for People's Harmony has been set up and it will act as an independent body to advise the government on issues related to unity and social well-being. Meanwhile, Tun Dr. Mahathir reiterated Pakatan Harapan's commitment to enhance efficiency, transparency, governance and integrity as part of the government's important ongoing agenda in ensuring the efficiency of the administrative machinery.
Kecekapan jentera pentadbiran kerajaan yang pada suatu masa dahulu menjadi antara contoh kepada banyak negara akan sentiasa dipastikan berada pada tahap yang tinggi, terutama dalam menghadapi era globalisasi, cetusan maklumat serta revolusi industri 4.0 di samping peningkatan aspirasi rakyat terhadap kerajaan.
He said measures will continue to be implemented to improve governance and integrity and eradicate corruption, including taking action against those involved in corruption and abuse of power. Meanwhile, cabinet ministers expressed their congratulations and pledged their loyalty to the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong, who in his oath had declared to justly perform his duties as king in accordance with the laws and the constitution, uphold the religion of Islam and stand firmly with the just and peaceful administration of the country.
Kita semua akan memberikan sokongan yang sepenuhnya kepada Yang di-Pertuan Agong, dan inilah satu perkara yang sangat penting kerana kita hendak memastikan bahawa pemerintahan negara ini memastikan adanya perpaduan dan kesejahteraan semua rakyat. Jadi itu adalah satu perkara yang memang kita akan beri keutamaan.
Parti ingin menyatakan rasa bangga dan mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah dirgahayu kepada Kepala Duli Tuanku Yang di-Pertuan Agong dan Permaisuri Agong pada hari pertembalannya pada hari ini, dan dengan doa dan harapan agar Kepala Duli Tuanku Agong dan Permaisuri akan dapat menaiki tahta sebagai ketua negara dan melaksanakan tanggungjawab amanah sebagai ketua agama dan ketua negara.
Patik merafat sembah tahniah kepada Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Tuan Agong di atas pertambalan pada hari ini. Saya rasa merupakan hari ini adalah satu hari yang sangat bersejarah kerana pertambalan ke bawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Tuan Agong, dan semoga kita tradisi dan juga institusi diraja ini akan terus dikekalkan supaya menjadi payung kepada seluruh rakyat Malaysia.
The Kelantan Police have tightened the security control at a Rantau Panjang Immigration, Customs, Quarantine and Security or ICQS complex to detect and prevent the influx of drugs into the country. Kelantan Narcotics Crime Investigation Department Director ACP Min Imong said the anti-drug operation in the state had previously focused on drug addict ports, but was now expanded to all points of entry. ACP Mit said this was part of the ongoing national-level icebreaker ops. He said for 6 days, beginning the 28th of July, the border security control will be tightened while the number of operations will be increased.
Bila kita buat operasi di dalam port-port dadah baru tak boleh disuruh masuk ke Malaysia. Jadi sepanjang tempoh daripada 28 sampai 3 bulan kita akan perketatkan lagi supaya masuk ke Malaysia.
He said this when met at the ICQS complex in Rantau Panjang today. He said the cooperation from the people and agencies at the border is vital, as without it, the problems of drugs, especially in the border areas, could never be tackled. The Sabah Region 4 Marine Police are stepping up efforts to combat cross-border crimes in the state's waters, including by forging cooperation with their counterparts in the Philippines and Indonesia. Its commander, ACP Muhammad Pajari Ali, said the Marine Police are mobilizing all elements and assets to build on their success in checking cross-border crimes. Commenting further on the matter, ACP Muhammad Pajari said the Marine Police have developed a security network with the Philippine National Police and Indonesia's Marine Police Unit to ensure the effectiveness of cross-border crime prevention efforts. He also said amongst the collaborative efforts undertaken with the PNP and Indonesia's Pol Air was the Rendezvous Point program to facilitate information sharing. Since January of this year, the Marine Police have received information on one case of a terrorist group and 12 cross-border crime cases. He stressed that the vast expanse of Sabah's waters would not prevent the Marine Police from continuing to monitor and take action to curb illegal activities, including smuggling. A policeman suffered an injury on his legs after a car with 2 men inside hit him while trying to escape a police roadblock. According to Kuala Muda District Police Chief ACP Azli Abu Shah, the 2 men did not stop at a roadblock set up at the roadblock set along the emergency lane in front of the Sultan Abdul Halim Hospital in Sungai Petani, Kedah. He added that police later found the car amongst some bushes at Jalan Ambangan Heights, about 1 kilometer from the scene of the incident. The 2 suspects were nowhere to be seen. ACP Azli said that the suspect had earlier dropped off 2 women believed to be involved in the earlier accident at kilometer 115 of the North-South Expressway. Police are on the hunt for the 2 suspects, while the women who are being treated at the hospital have been detained for questioning. The case is now being investigated under Section 307 and Section 186 of the Penal Code. A bus driver cheated death when he escaped the bus he drove, which caught fire by Jalan Simpang 4 Kerdau Temerloh late on yesterday. The bus was 100% destroyed. Fortunately, no passengers were on board during the fiery incident. The driver, Saad Rajab, managed to stop his bus and save himself during the 7:30 p.m. incident. Temerloh Fire and Rescue Chief Syed Mohsin Ismail said 7 members from Temerloh and Bukit Angin Fire and Rescue Stations assisted to put out the fire. Syed Mohsin said firefighters took about 30 minutes to put out the flames. In addition, he said the cause of the fire and total losses are being investigated. The Negeri Sembilan government will make efforts to tackle drugs abuse amongst teenagers as one of the key performance indicators of the state. In line with the purpose, the Negeri Sembilan Bina Harapan course will be introduced to raise awareness on the issue. Now, according to Tun Menteri Besar, Datuk Seri Amiruddin Harun, the course will be able to help deliver the latest information on issues relevant to the target group.
Dan Alhamdulillah kursus ini sebenarnya adalah kursus Bina Harapan yang dirangka khusus untuk anak-anak pelajar kita yang mempunyai bakat yang tinggi dan diberi pendedahan khusus tentang pertamanya tentang penyalahgunaan dadah dan masalah-masalah sosial. Dadah yang kita sedia maklum merupakan musuh nombor satu negara yang sangat perlu kita bendung. Usaha ini memerlukan gabungan tenaga semua pihak dan agensi kerajaan.
In addition, Datuk Seri Aminuddin said in comparison to other courses, the Bina Harapan course will feature highly skilled experts in their speaker lineup. This includes counsellors, coaches and facilitators skilled in the field of drug abuse from University Science Islam Malaysia and University Malaysia Sabah. Datuk Seri Aminuddin said this during a press conference after the closing ceremony of the Negeri Sembilan Bina Harapan Camp 2019 at Hassan Basir Camp State Curriculum Centre in Jempol. The Kedah government plans to build small jetties in Pulau Songsong, Pulau Telur and Pulau Bidan in Yan next year to facilitate easy access to domestic and foreign tourists to the tourist destinations. Now, State Youth and Sports, Tourism, Arts and Culture and Entrepreneurship Development Committee Chairman Muhammad Azmirul Anwar Aris said that besides the construction of the jetties, other infrastructures including public toilets would also be built. State Exco Muhammad Azmirul Anwar Aris said that the three islands have their own unique attractions and thus need to be developed by the government, which includes the provision of public facilities. Elaborating further, he said the state government has discussed with the Implementation Coordination Unit, the Prime Minister's Office, to ensure the success of tourism programs in Kedah, and to make that happen, Kedah needs funding from the federal government to help in the development and implementation of tourism products.
Kalau di 3 pulau yang disebutkan tadi, 3 pulau iaitu Pulau Songsong, Bidan dan Telur itu, kita nak menyediakan keperluan asas saja. Keperluan asas iaitu toilet dan juga orang kata sedikit infra macam jeti kecil-kecil mengikut kemampuan kita.
He said he hoped that volunteers from government and private agencies as well as non-governmental organizations can help take the initiative in realizing the state's government's plans to make the three islands a tourism product that could be a source of revenue to the state. Earlier, Muhammad Azmirul officiated a hygiene and cleanliness awareness program at Pulau Paya in Langkawi, which was also attended by Kedah SW Corp Director Zaida Tuah, and more than 50 volunteers from various agencies participated. In addition, he said that Pulau Paya is one of Langkawi's top tourist attractions, and thus, in order to keep the beaches and sea clean, a Gotong Royong program was held with SW Corp, the Fisheries Department, and 14 other government and private agencies. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, Sultan Abdullah installed as 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong. A short note, if you're keen in joining us as English news editors, send in your CV to newson2@gmail.com. I'm Adrian Seed. Thanks for watching.